Morning, guys. Welcome back to Crypto Future. Got a bit of a road trip today. I got about an 8-hour drive going to pick up my daughter for the summer, so I'll be gone. Probably upload a couple of videos from the road, um, just giving my thoughts on things. Ba, ba, ba. And then Sunday we're driving back here, so it'll be kind of there'll be videos, but they'll be from the road for the next 2 days. So yeah, good news. I got my webcam set up and stuff. Not on it yet, obviously. Um, I was messing around with it last night with the live streaming and stuff like that. So just kind of, adjusting things and still trying to tweak the lighting and everything like that. So hopefully you guys can hear me for this video. This camera's a little bit far away. Mic's a little bit far away. Sorry about that. But anyways, let's get into it real quick here, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. We're only a little over 100 away from our goal here to start doing the live stream. So let's get that done. Hit the subscribe button. Let's keep growing here. What do we got? Did a poll. You guys definitely want videos from the road. So that's that's good news. Well, I did another poll too here. Oddly enough, I did a poll here. I asked, has the bull market begun? And 61% of you guys said no. 39% of you guys said yes. So 69% of you guys, or 61% of you guys think that the bull run hasn't even started yet. It's very interesting. Interesting outtake. Okay, let's get into the news here real quick. Metal Lawman says, SEC versus Coinbase update. We now have the transcripts of the pre-motion conference held on Thursday. That's the thing. A lot of people forgot that was happening on Thursday. Was the first day of the Coinbase SEC trial because they announced the Ripple win, right? Things went worse for the SEC than was initially reported. The judge explicitly aligned herself with Coinbase on a key argument. This is unusual for a first appearance. Judge, and here's a quote: "It's not crazy in the Fiella Polaris for Coinbase to think that what they were doing was okay because it was exactly what you let them do when they issued the S1 IPO registration, allowing Coinbase to go public. That's the point I'm making." Note, the judge says she is making that point, not Coinbase. She's making that point. So it's not looking good for the SEC on day one of this case, you guys, especially after just getting slaughtered in the Ripple case. Another quote from the judge: "You, SEC, may say that they, Coinbase, and I, the judge, are reading too much into the issuance of the S1. Here again, the judge aligns herself with Coinbase. This is significant. This is a significant tell and it's worded very weird. Tell and not a good one for the SEC. Prediction: it gets worse for the SEC. It gets worse here for the SEC." Here's another quote from the judge. Oh, we already read that. So yeah, it's not a good first day for the SEC in the Coinbase case. The judge is already siding against them in their argument. And I mean, so they have that argument that the judge is siding against them, and not to mention the fact that it was reported that apparently they took a break from this case as the ruling came shortly, like I think it was within like 20 minutes, half an hour of the ruling for the SEC case versus Ripple. When that ruling came down, this case took a recess, and allegedly, the judge was looking into the results of that case and what Judge Torres was saying about that case. So this does not bode well for the SEC at all. Like I've been telling you guys since Thursday, they're probably the fact that they lost the Ripple case is probably going to cost them the Coinbase case too. They didn't just lose one case; they lost two cases there. Charles Gasparino. Now, most of you guys probably have seen him all over Twitter. He's been a total, you know, don't want to say it on here, but he's just been trolling and trolling like crazy the XRP community, and like this guy's is supposed to be a non-biased reporter. So anyway, now he's backtracking because people started going to Fox Business News or whatever, and saying that they were no longer watching the show because of the stuff that Charles Gasparino was tweeting out in a very clearly biased against Ripple SEC way. So now he tweeted out, markets are about opposing viewpoints, so I enjoy the back and forth. You troll me, I troll you. That said, while I was never a fan of the SEC case versus Ripple or the winners and losers element to it, the court ruling needs more reporting, or XRP would easily be above $1. This guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm sorry, like, it would be easily above $1 in the tail end of a bear market, in an accumulation phase when there's no liquidity in the market. It should be over $1. I told you guys, a week and a half before the ruling. I said it in like 2 or 3 videos. I was telling you guys, it's not going to go higher than 80 cents to $1. Go back in my videos. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys remember me saying that to you guys over the last week and a half or so, when talking about XRP. I said it was going to go between 80 cents and $1, and it was gonna kind of stabilize around that 80 cents. So it's between 70 and 80 cents now. So I was bang on with that, right? That's what I said to expect. These people that were telling you guys that it's going to $10, $13, $18 the first day, the first week, whatever, I told you guys, not going to happen, right? It's unrealistic. There's no liquidity in the market for it right now. It will happen. In the bull run, it will happen. In the alt season, it will happen. Right now, it will not. I said 80 cents to $1. Put it in the comments down below. Let me know. I want to know how many of you guys remember me saying that. I want to know if I'm crazy here. But so why this guy was saying, it should be over $1? Like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Moon Lambo retweeted out. Good to see that he's Moon Lambo again and not Moon Family Sedan. Says, you can have your own opinion, but not your own facts. XRP is not a security and can never itself be a security. XRP Ledger is decentralized with hundreds of nodes and projects worldwide. XRP is deflationary and no more can be created. Believing otherwise makes you delusional. These are non-disputed facts, so if you're disputing them, you're just wrong. I'm sorry, you just are. There's people on Twitter they're basically arguing the judge's decision like they know better than the judge does about the situation. Like, people are saying like, oh, Ripple got away with this crime and blah blah blah. Like, the judge knows more about the case than you do. The judge knows more about the situation than you do. The judge knows more about the inner workings of everything that happened. Everything that happened. Far more than you do, far more than I do. And she made her decision. So you're wrong. It's just, you're wrong. You're just wrong. So just enjoy being wrong in your wrongness over there in the land of wrong. So this is interesting, and I've been telling you guys also that I'm super bullish on Algorand. I have a really big bag of Algorand. It's one of my biggest holdings, and I continue to buy more. When that FUD came out about it, with their DeFi platform there, kind of packing it in, and went down, I bought a bunch more. And now, I think it was yesterday, this whale bought like 600 million algo, and now he bought another 17, almost 18 million algo. So it's up to 617 million, 900,006 algo he's at now. Like, he's just accumulating the heck out of it. What does he know? Same thing I know. We're going to the moon, baby. Algorand. Got it to your watch list, guys. Not financial advice. Brad Garlinghouse, love this tweet. To your question here about potential penalties, this is up to the court to decide, not the SEC. You very well know this case was never about fines or penalties. It was about establishing the non-security status of XRP. We won, they lost. Again, another thing that I told you guys week and a half ago before this case ended, I said, don't be shocked if we get the clarity on XRP, we get secondary market sales are not securities. I said Stuart Alderati and Brad Garlinghouse had come out multiple times publicly and said, we don't care about anything in this case except for the non-security status of XRP moving forward. That's all they cared about. They didn't care about fines and penalties and blah, blah. Like, they'll probably settle after this. They don't care beyond this. This is what they got, what they wanted out of this court case. And that's what some of the people that are saying it's a partial win and blah, 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 and they're trying to FUD it up. Ripple and Brad got exactly what they wanted out of this case, out of this win. This is what they said months ago, a year ago. They said this is all they want. This is the only thing they want out of this case, and they got it. Does that sound like a partial win to you? Sounds like a full win to me. If you get exactly what you want and you don't even care about the rest, sounds like a win. Just putting it out there. I don't know. Don't call it a comeback. So Mickle Markets comments on Metal Lawman's tweet there. The amount of people who told me this was nonsense, a nonsense argument would blow your mind, and yet it worked. Funny how that happens, eh? All right, JP Morgan declares Ripple's court win a crypto industry game changer. In an exclusive research note published on Friday by JP Morgan, the esteemed banking giant emphasizes that the U.S. Southern District Court recent rulings in favor of Ripple, the payment network, stands as a groundbreaking victory for the crypto industry. The court's decision not only provides much needed clarity regarding the definition of a security, but also carries significant implications for the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem, JP Morgan analysts asserted. What effect did the court ruling have on the cryptocurrency price, specifically Bitcoin? Let's find out. Understanding JP Morgan's analysis, the research paper points out that the legislative uncertainty has deterred major capital pools from entering the industry, leading to a slowdown in crypto ecosystem innovation, adoption, and valuation. Regulatory initiatives in the past year have only I can never pronounce this word. Exacerbated. I probably pronounced that totally wrong. These issues. JP Morgan believes that this landmark judgment provides legal certainty and protection by defining the Constitution's as security. Many industry insiders have long supported this outcome. Issued on Thursday, the ruling concludes that Ripple XRP token should not be classified as a security when sold through the exchanges or programmatic sales. The news triggered a rally in the crypto prices, underscoring the immense importance of the verdict to the industry. Bitcoin experienced a 3.6% surge on Thursday, following a slight retreat of approximately 1.4% on Friday. The battle is still on. While acknowledging Ripple's triumph, JP Morgan cautions that the regulatory battle for the crypto industry is far from over. The Securities and Exchange Commission still holds the power, no they don't, to challenge. Oh, well, they have, sorry, that's right, they do. They hold the challenge. So they have the power to challenge, to file an appeal. But now here's the question, though, that what does Gary Bear care more about here? Because he very clearly cares about the way that he looks, right, in the eyes of his peers and stuff like that. He's got ambitions for government position, like Congress. So they released a statement declaring victory on Thursday. The SEC did. As twisted as the story was, that's what they did, right? They tried to put an image out there that they won this case, even though they lost. And that's fine. But now that they did that, how do you declare victory publicly in a case and then appeal the decision? Kind of puts Gary in a bad spot, right? Because if he appeals the decision, what are his peers to think of him? If he tries to go to Congress and testify, this as a victory, the first question they're going to ask him is, if you won, why'd you appeal the decision? Boom, you're caught lying, right? So it's kind of a rock and a hard place for Gary here. So they have the ability to appeal, but will they? Now that they've publicly declared victory, will they appeal their own victory? I don't know. Tough spot. See what happens, I suppose. Okay. Tony Edwards, Thinking Crypto, one of my favorite channels. He tweets out updated list from my post back in June. So all the bullish news over the past 2 months. BlackRock files for Bitcoin spot ETF. Fidelity, Charles Schwab, and Citadel launched their crypto exchange. Deutsche Bank applies for crypto custody license. Fidelity files for BTC spot Bitcoin ETF. Wisdom Tree launches crypto app. Google Play embraces NFTs and crypto apps. Europe's first Bitcoin spot ETF set to launch this month. And ruling in the SEC Ripple case, lawsuit victory for Ripple. Still waiting for the following: NASDAQ crypto custody service launch and Amazon NFT marketplace launch. So yeah, like that's what I'm saying to you guys, like with like that whole list of bullish stuff that's happened all in the last couple, like 2 months, right? If you're still bearish and you still think that Bitcoin's going down to like $10,000 and that, you know, we're gonna have some massive, you know, pullback all the way that low and everything's gonna, you got brain damage. I'm sorry. It's not in the cards, right? And there's still so much more bullish stuff coming. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we're headed up, guys, right? We're headed towards the halving. We have about 8 months left, and we got the halving. So, okay, so whale chart. Now, the reason that I brought this up, whale chart says if XRP isn't security, there ain't much that would be. Now, there's a little bit of a caveat here, and this is not to be negative or anything because I hate that stuff. Like, I've been watching Jungle Inc., for example, and the guy has just managed to put a negative spin on everything lately. Everything. It almost sounds like he's against the crypto industry lately, the way that he talks. He's like done a 180 in the way that he does, and I understand. Like, you try to do the same thing that I try to do, right? I try to, you know, give a neutral kind of position, you know, and be realistic with things so that I'm not giving unrealistic things. Like, I'm not sitting here saying, you know, XRP to 589 and stuff like that. And so I understand that aspect, but then he's gone, in my opinion, just too far into the negative with every story he spins into the negative. Everything. Like, no one can be happy about anything. Even this Ripple win, he's been spinning it into a negative thing. And it's just like, bro, like, just let people enjoy this for a few days. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, the reason that I'm bringing this up is that I'm not trying to be negative like that or anything, but I've been thinking a lot about this, and the judge ruled that the initial sales of XRP in the case were securities, right? And I've been seeing a lot of people saying, well, if XRP was declared not a security, then like Ethereum's not a security. And I'm just using Ethereum as an example here, guys. Ethereum could be in trouble because of this, right? They could now, theoretically, this could be giving the SEC the bullets in their gun to go after Ethereum for their initial sales of Ethereum. They're not going to declare that Ethereum right now is a security because it's not. It would be labeled the same as XRP, but they would lose the same argument in court that Ripple lost, that the initial sales were securities. So do you think that the SEC, knowing that, they can go after Ethereum and they can get a free payday out of it that they might not, or that they're not going to? It's entirely possible that they will now, right? I think it would be a fairly quick open and close thing. I don't think it would drag on for 3 years. I don't think it would devastate Ethereum like it did XRP, because I think that Vitalik and them would probably just settle and say, okay, our initial sales were securities, but it's not a security now, and they'd probably just settle, and it probably wouldn't take more than a few months, in my opinion. But I don't see a world where the SEC doesn't go after that free money and that free victory, right? That they can label as a win. And Gary very sorely needs a win right now. So I'm just saying, guys, like, I'm not trying to say that is for sure what's going to happen. I'm not saying that, but it could. technically, the initial sales of Ethereum were security offerings, same as XRP's, you know, and I'm not picking on Ethereum. I like Ethereum, I hold Ethereum, okay? Not fighting Ethereum. I'm just saying this is a very real possibility that people need to. So I'm going to personally, to prepare for it, I'm going to keep some dry powder on the side, because if it does happen, if the SEC amends their strategy and they go after Ethereum, saying only going after their initial sales and not the current sales of Ethereum, or secondary market sales of Ethereum, if they go after them just after the initial sales of Ethereum, sorry, and we see the price of Ethereum take a little bit of a dip as a result, then I'm going to buy it up, right? So I'm just saying, right? I have to always be realistic with you guys and point these things out. And I just noticed that no one's really talking about that, right? And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not saying it's for sure going to happen, but it makes you think, right? That it could. And if it does, be ready, guys. Be ready with some dry powder, because it's not going to kill Ethereum. It's not. Ethereum's not going anywhere. I'm very bullish on Ethereum. Do not misunderstand me for a second. But they could face a fine for that initial sales. Same thing as same as XRP did. So, anyways, guys, that's the news. I got to get ready to hit the road here. I got an 8-hour drive ahead of me today. I'll upload some videos from the road. We can have a chat. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys remember me telling you guys that XRP was only going to go to about 80 cents to $1? I want to know if you guys remember that. And also let me know what you guys think about my theory about the initial sales of Ethereum, and if Gary Bear will go after them for a free payday, basically, right? Let me know what you guys think down below. Shoot me a subscribe, guys. Come on, let's keep growing. We're getting close to 500. I'm all ready. I'm doing my tests with the camera and everything like that, so we can do our live shows. So let's get it going here, guys. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.